Hey, mister. I'm not... Oh, I'm... Sure, mister. About what? Oh, that...
Told you.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last. You attempt. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knot produces a hollow ring of... This is the night. The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Sliding out, a drawer presents you the fold. Remember, Leo, all items on the drawer. Hell no. His neck muscles tense up. It just has to be said, that was not a convincing line.
Fucking wrong.
I'm going to interpret that as a yes. There's a tribunal, and it was...
How about you fuck off now, huh? Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now, somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. The man's breathing steadies, but his...
When a bunch of beats me.
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing, his shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit. while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes silences the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Honest, we came here to help the Hawk.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big and we were promised work. We'd be in there. Main gate's locked, and I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. Like
It would be
No! They will give up.
He seems to be following his orders well enough for now. But beneath it all, there is a boiling rage and a dangerous carelessness. Do not be fooled by the programming. There is a precarious balance inside him, keeping him in check. But it's shaky as hell, and he's tired of it all.
Hell no.
His neck, it just has to be said, that was not a convincing
Fucking
loincloth. Now you
fucking.
I'm going to.
How about you?
okay.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now.
Fucking.
Loincloth. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting. The monument stands high above you, mute and indifferent to your sightings. A silver, as you look up, you notice something about this. Someone shot him in the heart. The monument stands high above you.
Looking for something? It's not the most popular.
Change the topic.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me So, lately we Occidentals have experienced an unfortunate downturn when members of the superior race. The problem? The dam keeps on showing a real... It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen? Good. If we...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression oh no, not too happy.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind...
Look, we're on the...
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put...
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how... Not at all. We're part of a guild. God damn. Trusting street thugs where they're good.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Yeah, what do you want to know? Good. Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Classier as we've... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. Just to be clear, we are police officers. Good. Yes?
What if you did it? Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory. Forgetting was merely a matter of convenience. Very clever. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
And what has led you to this conclusion? Thus far, your memory loss does not seem to be convenient for you or anyone else, except insofar as you've managed to avoid doing any work. The victim wasn't run over by a drunk driver. So, while I can't Look, it's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime and...
It's you again. What is it? Yeah? What about it? You think we have...
Understood?
Since...
Things got nice and quiet. Yeah. Try not to whack off to it.
You don't...
Big Steve.
I won't...
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape. Listen to it, and they'll have nothing to hide behind.
I'm sure we can.
Where can I...
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
You do that, Lao man.
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
The man ponders his cooking utensils. The mention they're friends. The man says a couple of sentences. I'm pretty sure he asked you. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return. Just one word. Sounds quizzical.
Okay, so it's...
Of course, turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. He looks up. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what. You see ahead, the door does not. The cobalt blues. The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completed. The machine was made in Revachol by...
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix. But it...
Fuck is that going to achieve?
My kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we...
Yes? What is it? I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? No.
Okay.
I'm just looking out...
You?
No one. I'm just a man with...
Yes. A policewoman who just wants to do...
Kuno's
Except
trying to crawl. Yeah? The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck bag down? Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah? I can't. Shit.
the kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno! Yeah? Get your bacon shit away! Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and... The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fuck? Yeah? I can't... Shit,
The kid may have something there.
Kuno doesn't...
Tell the Kuno who it...
Stop turning in... Yeah? Get your bacon shit away! Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the... Look, fuck the...
The loot...
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno! Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? Fuck. He says you're stupid, Kuno. Oh.
You hear the loot...
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing made. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking gross. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
Get the fuck out of here, trying to... What are you? Trying to fuck on Kuno? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah? That shit... You want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck... Yeah?
He means manana.
Yeah? He's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that...
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah?
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also a possibility, sire.
Kuno's...
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a... Kuno...
He's trying...
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. You're... Get lost, Yeah? The king... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno...
Give me a moment. It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about It's about Victor, isn't it? It's always about Victor with her.
Plaster cast bust.
He was deaf. There aren't many communists around.
This door is made for no one.
Let's go.
A weathered breath. Something smells good. The lieutenant motions to you. This is the door. You already know it's the right door. This is going to be...
You're right.
You hear light footsteps.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. Dead? Just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
Good advice.
Yes, it's hard. But there is no easy way to handle this information. It just we can't.
This only makes it harder.
Hello?
And someone turns down the radio. He gives you a short, encouraging nod.
The police.
Tidying up. There's fear in her voice.
Come in. The door is open.
It's you, from the bookstand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back? I don't think I introduced myself properly.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them. He must feel vulnerable without his glasses. Is this why he's...
Is this about Victor, my husband? No, this is something much worse.
How about some small talk before you break? Definitely no small talk. This isn't the time or place.
People got to eat?
She's afraid, and so are you. Man up and cut to the point. She looks up, too anxious to say anything. You've done this before. Just keep your focus.
What did you say?
A great and terrible spike. The blood freezes in her veins.
Oh. Oh. But he was just...
But he was just here, alive.
We understand this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. Take your time, ma'am.
What happened to him? Was he drunk? I see. And you just found him. How long had he been there?
If you say 2 days maybe, it will be etched in her mind forever. She blinks, eyes welling up with the handkerchief. A small, terrified smile quivers on her face.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend?
No. I just need to tell my girls.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
No. A day.
Good. That's probably... Just tell me, what do I need to do next?
We've taken him to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly to arrange the funeral.
A very good call.
Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. Thank you.
These are her last reserves of strength.
We should step outside and talk. You did well. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased. They'll manage.
They have to.
That's it. Let's go.
The door is you hear someone inside. Walking.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She reaches for the photo. For about half a minute.
It was taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth. She has no excess of emotions for this cadaver. Has she seen dead bodies before?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. The star, I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is a sort of contraption to be reeled back in by. The silver cord, they would call it.
Where is he now?
That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps. A fear of drowning within one's own quite a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Pretto, he sailed to Revachol. Those are the two constants. Vredefort on the shoulder, and Revachol in the heart.
The old world passing by, and the new world already here.
You said you can't read it.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning. Is there anything else I can help you with? By love, you did.
She is memorizing your badge number.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter? What?
There was a touch of discomfort. She nods. She's not even asking you anything.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it? Beyond curious. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already... A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Such referral...
Detective, I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
I wouldn't have taken Everard for a saber rattler. Was he?
No. It was more like he wanted things to get worse. In secret, of course.
Or he wants you and me to believe he wants to go to war.
There's always that risk, man. But if I may offer my opinion, he means it.
I'll think it over, Detective.
This gave her pause. Have I underestimated the Union's ferocity? She has to ask herself by now.
Yes. That's the talk about misinformation. Hurry up on that.
She must really want you to... She was worried for a moment that she's overplayed her hand.
How benevolent.
While we
That is only... Well, I hope it yields something. What you've...
Hear that, hero? Feels good, doesn't it?
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance. Ah, yeah.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
A youth centre with... Go ahead. I should be. In my... He's probably dead by... Yes. I was... Not overly. We told ourselves we were the worst thing to happen to the coast since the Coalition landed in 08. Imagine.
She's sentimental, all right. You don't know enough about her to find out.
Yes.
She is more defensive about...
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer. I'll make... Sure, officer. No, thank... Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. 10-4, sir.
Feels good to get that off your chest, right?
10-4, sir. 10-4. Orders as orders. Anything else? Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Tapes? You mean like tapes? No one would ever throw a good pair of high-quality plastic...
Start with a little...
Oh, okay.
After all this mess, the broken seals,
An investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth? 10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man. Tips, tips. No one would have me.
This man probably comes from Sea Guy. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Sea Guy...
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined history. If you say so, officer. Me?
This man probably comes from Sea Guy.
Very cool. You keep coming back.
You find your hands. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends. The box smells like cat piss.
Economical, but also trendy. Look firsthand.
You see two...
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep...
These once respectable speakers have been conquered. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here. These, officer? These speakers are
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under a pair of Faun Ultras.
Those sneakers, mister.
Only? That's madness.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi. Well, but see, they are. If, on the other hand, you...
Damn. So you have to buy the sneakers first. A pair.
Those...
Only? That's madness.
Super cool! Now the premium lifestyle...
The sneakers seem to vibrate in your hands with an almost mystical energy. These once... a small...
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at... No, don't pick...
Samaran trash. That's...
The junk is yours, officer.
Yes?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out free a disc.
A man like careful. You can only do this once.
Sounds like a rip-off, but okay. And here you are. Quality sound reproduction.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels you push, command set, and...
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the Apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice room. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your...
End of recording. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Still. It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edit. Still. Corti could be short for Cortenar, a village on the Samaran Isola in South Safre. Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have
a symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse style conduct.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back. The porter reel, you press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay, then the organ telling you about. Within seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Of course you... Yep. And the B-side of the tape contains guts. You have to... The lieutenant looks at you. It's the ledger you found in the trash. An aluminium, a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's arson, petty theft, You don't exactly close them. You see, Ro, try to find something pretty and cool here. Why? What's this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. 50 cents. Bargain price.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn. Yes, this sounds of big men.
Franco-Nigerian knights.
They're not.
This is what the loyalists.
Which ones?
This set.
You're probably. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for maybe.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure. Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? Oh, a photic pup.
You have absolutely no idea what a...
Another time, perhaps. Sure thing.
We've came here too.
You were adamant, and I don't...
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
You weren't. You were very when I said...
You sucked on a gun? Good. Very normal.
15 Raya.
The lieutenant... There's pity there too, in case you didn't notice. The light swirls in his face and glasses. He doesn't know what to say.
She did, truth be told. She was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez?
Miraculously. His face does not...
In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us. If we can...
She did, truth be told.
Right, so...
Miraculously. His face does not reveal what's happening inside. This mess. He means you're...
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in. They went their way.
Wait.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem...
Sure, man.
Sounds like you're the suicide cop. With you idiot. What is this? You're not... It would be the honorable thing to do. It would really show them. Show her, too. Oh, yes. This trap's nothing but locusts in...
Empty as all of them. One more of the... Of course.
The reeds bend. The constant.
The waves are beginning to die down.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with... But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. And... Aye. Fine. Here you go. You're welcome. Oh. That's good to know, I guess. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Police business. I understand. Oh? Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap. The water the beardless neck.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. You need to check your fax office.
True. She only said she wouldn't even consider signing before.
I've seen it. Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the way...
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat. Does this feel like the grandmother card will do the trick? Last chance to turn back.
What do I raised my own kids in this village and they are doing fine for them? No. Well...
You've got...
Then...
You have her. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them? Did you say something? Fine. See that you didn't just...
Let's go, Melit.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself. The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a...
tequila.
Nothing has changed.
shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Abort.
Damn!
They're perfect.
No, you are definitely not.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer. A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me. Oh.
This is how... Yes.
Wow! And they can be yours for a...
The lieutenant.
You look like a musician.
A man who knows his style. Everything's still cool here, officer.
It is such a pleasure to see you again, officer.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. There's nothing for you to understand here. Revachol, this was the happiest day of my life.
His face is motionless, like a marble.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to...
Hi, Ace.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito. Bullet holes.
Yes, for sending mail.
You drop the wipe for good.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it.
Oh, look. It's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
The hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane. Bronze-colored ribbons like an You just can't get it loose. Patting the tree. You
Hello, compatriote. You have something to discuss?
The tear machine stands in your bottle's clock. Do you know?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything. A warehouse.
She screamed.
Fine. For it does.
Right to work! Right to work! Hell no. His neck muscles tense. It just has to be said. That was not a convincing line. The man's breathing steadies, but his eye...
Hola, wandering man. How can I help? The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To seek the pig.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union...
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere and it serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about...
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. It's a minor...
He thinks, not yet.
I did some research into this armadura.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them.
Nice and valid.
Smart choice. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. You'd have an easier time rest. No problem.
He is sincerely grateful.
Unpromising race pupil returns.
He must...
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfect. Correct.
I think...
That will be the...
That is...
These cops are just jet.
The file cabinet stands steady. The drawers. The payphone hangs.
Mr. Dubois, every worker... That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervour now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today? The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. My friend, the mailman, confirms that you're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything.
Hear that? You did it the honest way. You got the reals. We would have preferred trickery, but the choice was yours, sire. As always. You are the liege, and you're in.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. Well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally...
So the village is doomed.
You were there, you saw the place, a wasteland, there's nothing left. But mark my words, officers, we are going to reset it. Reset! I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for Harry, imagine a youth centre, supermarket, church complex. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on. And I knew you were one too, Harry. Right when you...
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse, but will there be giant statues of the Clare brothers towering above it all? Joyce knew he was up to something.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be... Oh, I do, Harry. A
true flash of anger in him, as he...
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But an old woman has it, and let me tell you, Harry, word on the street is she...
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway...
Union Boy's gonna help you fix it. He winks at you. Don't worry, Eric.
The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently she...
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one...
Unstable is good, actually. She will be easier to disarm. No, wait. Actually, unstable is pretty bad.
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore.
There it is.
I, for one, find it refreshing.
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but...
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead. I'm listening, Harry. Great, Harry. This has been... I'm always happy to educate. Very nice, Harry. Is there anything else? What? Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned on.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? I fear I've told you. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh? Of course, Detective. You can always... Hello again, officers. Have you... Ooh. Not only have you found my address, you've discovered my biggest secret. Shoot, Piggy. I don't...
The bemusement in her voice doesn't fully mask genuine tenderness.
There'll never be skulls, but their hearts are in the right place. Fat chance.
She...
Have you this place is a sepulchre.
What is it with these skulls and cooperation? They have to be the nicest
What do I care about some fucking tin? Ugh, alright, sad Piggy. I'll give you this one.
Could that girl have been little Lily?
Could have been her. Small kid.
There weren't any other small girls in the village. The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, the woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is...
On a first name base, it's where they grow. Have you got a crush on her? Aching for an opportunity to I ain't no...
Actually...
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
The shine on these...
those you...
These are all first rate.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches.
Yes. 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 Hello, mister. Oh, I had...
Where did you get these gloves?
Found them when Lemmy and I were playing hide and seek.
She doesn't want you to think she stole them.
I hid them.
We're going to need those gloves. It's for important...
Oh. They're in my sandcastle. Behind our house. Under the sand. You can break the castle. Yes, I am. Little Lily. Uh-huh. Everything. Bye.
Weather has not been kind to Lily's little sandcastle. The once mighty tower, the walls and floors give way to the giant's greed.
Congratulations. That's...
As you fold your fingers into a fist, you realize you could knock anyone out with one punch. The white ceramic gloves wrap around your digits comfortably. The hardened vitreous enamel, at once sleek and voluptuous, adds a glow to your cheeks and a spring to your step. Just imagine what a full suit of this stuff could do for you. Two, are you sure you're correct there? pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Nothing is... An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown... An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind... It takes you a moment, but the trap feels light. No locus, no phasmid either. But your voice...
Well, the bait worked on something. Right. Anyway, that's for the cryptos.
The reeds, the wind picks the reeds, the wind picks... There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled... You see, I once...
Looks like tomorrow never came. Looks like tomorrow...
Hey man, it's good to see you. Goodbye.
Yes?
It's a paw! Yeah! Harder car! Tape! Yeah! Spins the tape until the space escape! Yeah! Alright! No! No, no! This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep the love in the capital forever!
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? Somewhere...
Strange thing.
There's this place...
The pillar of sight.
Maybe. I know. No, I don't. Great. Thanks.
What's on your mind? Dead body, spirit entered. What is there to talk of? I don't say I regret the time I dedicated to that profession. Why? You're a cop. I carry carpentry tools. I did get to... Anyway, dude's seen some crazy shit. But he's actually a lot like us. Talking to the man, good thing you didn't squash him. The crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's not like encasement, like, this is some old world shit. Sure. They're hardcore, they're just clothes. It's just a style, you know, normal.
Welcome back.
Sure. Oh, but earlier today she told... Oh, I just tried to stay away from the... Who do you want to know about? Andre, he takes care of shit. Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? Yes. Better that way. Sure.
The mother of humanism.
Yes, we all are. I have no idea what you mean by that.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you. It's to express my Yes, it is, man. Oh, yeah.
If you don't know what the founding...
Come to think of it, and they have roots in ancient You're right. The Perica love unit. Make some noise.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you.
He's coming around. Your posse.
And where is your posse?
Are we?
Yeah! Yeah!
He seems...
Do it for them.
I didn't want...
The one with the large head is still looking at you. Not...
Goodbye, officer.
Yes, what is it? No, yes. And no, you're right. I'm not.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable. Calling. Still call. Again? Someone with a mask.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity.
No, but I got a feeling...
Phone hang. Disconnect tone. Calling. 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 Still.
Stop calling me, man. I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work. Tethys.
Disconnect. Calling.
I'm tired. If I could go just 1 month without writing. No, 2 months.
The man disappeared. You do not hear the customary. Seems like it did not have time to swallow the... Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You close your eyes and put your index... Strange. This is not how you started before. You dialed 00005 is Revishop. 4111. Yes. 4 and ultra lock calling. Calling, the saddest sound, both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring. Calling still. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment, the handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy. You just do. The lieutenant is too far away to... Calling. Then the ocean breaks. Out.
Hello? You're not a Kingsman, Harry. You're drunk.
You only have 2, maybe 3 things left to say before the change runs out.
Oh, God. Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours. What do you want to talk about that we haven't...
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset cramping up with pain.
Yes, I'm in Morova. To work. The academy, where I work.
No response, only a sigh. The connection crackles like burning paper. She does not answer anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. In the middle of it, calling. It looks like she doesn't want to pick it up, Harry. Stop scaring. Come on, you know why. The headset left. There it is again. The scent of apricots with a touch of cinnamon. Bitter. Whatever pet until a blossom of skin feels very, very familiar. Harry, the sun's... There is a movement next to you. Why are you talking to a gum wrapper? Yes, from the... A cockatoo. This book talks about the delicate nature of twos as well, despite its banging name. The face of King Freecell smiles at you. This section, you also... Whoa. Bear wrestling. It seems to be, according to this extremely credulous account, based on Sapormat. Don't forget the moustache, right? Like all Samaran men. It's quite... According, this is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those... What are you? A statistician?
The Samaran People's Republic? No. I should expect not. They're quite on account.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Show me your hands. This is the pace. Show me your hands. Right now!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering, her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
You shouldn't be here. Something's very wrong with her. She's completely out of control.
This is bad. Getting your weapon back is the priority.
Comply, or I will light you the fuck up.
The man appears to be pulling out an object from his pocket.
Superseding event. Split-second decision. Get on the ground. Get on the goddamn ground. Get on the ground. Subject yourself to him.
In her mind, the cavity search is happening.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might...
This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun away. All right, here's the plan. No, look how she's holding it. Like it, no. An ominous feeling fills your gut, and suddenly...
Huh? My God, I think you're right.
That knowledge, paint the wall with your brains. Dark.
This isn't police issue. Police gunfires have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
Grab the gun. Right now. This might...
No one.
Poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch. But the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be... Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia could be. Her hands watch. I don't think that we could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Then we can ask him once we get back to the work. But I think we're...
Please?
Reflex to what? She stands... It's getting cold. This late.
Good night, officer.
The bed is comfortable. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore.
How if
this bastard isn't...
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco.
Hear that? It's much, much worse than that.
Don't tell him.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
We're trying to help you.
The last dream will be total annihilation.
Of hell.
Everything is so okay. Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them...
The last thought in your... On the table, you see a boat.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out tool.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Still no word, I'm afraid, sir. I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Still no word, I'm afraid.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a metallic drill. The pull-out toolbox slides back in.
It's you again. What is it? What's that, copper?
You're local law enforcement, aren't you? Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction.
Yeah. We'll send someone. God, poor lady. Don't worry. We'll handle.
Hey, wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day?
Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. She have something of yours, Pig. You're fucking with me.
Sure did, boss.
Well, at least I can see you got it back. Auntie LaPlante.
Marianne, amigo. Fuck you, Pig.
Easy, Al.
Don't disrespect Miss LaPlante. Walls?
As kids, the children kept her together.
Get what?
No fucking clue. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Yeah.
Whatever, Carl. Don't worry about it. We'll dunno.
Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up.
Nope.
Sure enough, we're the real heroes on these streets.
Smart boy. You go do that.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other.
Oh, I definitely know you from some...
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
I think even in this fictional...
My condolences. Go ahead. Okay, that's plausible. Somewhere good. Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for... No.
Come on, stop it.
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner. Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever... Oh, no.
This isn't helping.
You're not good. Yes, sir. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Oh, it's you. Not even...
It's an urban myth.
He's trying to... Okay, yes. You get the joke. It's a mere second, but it feels like you saw something. A gram of compassion in that.
Yes.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
I'm not getting involved in this. I'm...
Yes.
As if waiting.
Okay. Yes, sir. Just some regular boring...
It's a mere second.
Yes,
As if waiting for some kind of reaction.
Okay. Let's be crazy. Let's say you went Nantes, and the conclusion is that a man with your cut...
It's a mere second.
Yes? What is it? What
Fucking Dereck.
You're getting an intellectually...
Boy, am I ever so grateful to...
It's great to see you again.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for here. I want to...
The little silvery knob holds... You could ask her about this when you get the time.
Hello, officer?
She puts her coffee cup down. With a soft ring. As...
Did he? I never said he was a good man.
She doesn't care. If anything.
Where did they get this
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased. Recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
The phrase was used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style? He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me.
Yes, was he...
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. Then integrated them into his idea of normalcy. To keep on living.
She's quite observant about the human character. Trained to observe.
People who go to university.
There's more to this. You can trust Pillar Bookhead, by the way.
Running joke. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezu. We're all scraping up Annie.
Did he tell you?
No.
There is a small measure of pride in her. What kind of man was he?
Thank you for clearing.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Like for...
Actually, officer, I didn't know his...
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name?
Lelystad. That's a good start. We have a few questions you can help us with.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page, the lieutenant, the last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
In Oranje, officer.
The Lelystad municipality has few boroughs and even fewer cities. It's made of agricultural plots near the border of Gottwald. Executive summary: cows, silos, and wheat. Aranya.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial.
Yes, we were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No.
Sex. No love for Muta Aranya? Wasn't he?
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man.
A flash of rage
Had he passed that, I love Revachol, though. He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago.
Looks like you were right, officer.
Points are good. Have one, you old dog, before we all die. The young woman looks at you. She's clearly sensing something. A spike in testosterone level.
Blue. Like, pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine. Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed.
Is this Orani's lit?
Yes. This he's smoking and drinking, and the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him in. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands, and on other islands too. Change of topic, perhaps? It very well could be, yes. What do I mean? I have no idea. That's not funny, officer.
The lieutenant. All right, let's see where this is going.
Cool. A real rainbow splattering of pharmaceuticals, I bet. Barbiturates, amphetamine, sildenafil. How much does the toxicology report cost the police of Revachol? I can do it for half of that.
It's quite expensive, miss. But we'll manage without your help for now. All right.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee. Wait, stop. That man, bloated beyond all recognition, was 42. Below that, how old are you? That's where this is going. You could ask either one of them.
Huh? How old? 58. You asked. He was deceased. He had been decomposing for a week.
There's silence. Then, here it comes.
Sure, you're 40.
Wait. This requires scientific measurements. To the laboratorium.
Yes? What do you want to know? You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but they, classier as we've come to suspect, didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device also. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears that's right. You mean like a brief? There's no real. 3 days ago, during that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. Okay then. Was there any good?
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Yes, just cross it off.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons. Barely keep. Yes, like a.
I knew you'd figure it. I was ashamed of what I...
We're not detecting for this shame.
Gary.
I took the hangman's... God damn. I know.
Shame on Gary, didn't...
He's a loyal friend.
I always thought it was the union.
This is all he knows. He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass, but so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Everyone was picking, so only the...
It's okay.
I'm so fucking sorry.
They were thoroughly conservative men.
Because...
He's a scaredy cat.
Yes, absolutely. I will...
It's you again. What is it? And that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I get
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Sounds like you wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore.
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still did.
Alright. Oh, fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on...
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Handled him? She got into some stupid shit.
Yes. We heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed.
Yeah, they're all queers. Can't bump, hard fist, or anything.
It's alright, Glenn. I just thought she...
Yeah, that was fucked up.
You wanted her to see the man for what he was. Now that you know...
I just got too worked up. Big man lost his shit. It's cool now. Yeah.
He does not sound very convinced anymore.
I ask for your opinion. Not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma. Yeah. Why don't... I already told you.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal.
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you. Them. Next time you see her, tell her.
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of...
That lying, scamming.
Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small...
What is this quiet funeral shit?
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
It's you again. What is it?
Convince Titus, but you know someone who might. Fat Angus, just remember it's about more.
Huh?
He'll get it. Go on.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
Goddamn right. This is... Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work
for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It wasn't that.
That's it. That's the weak one.
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm, a Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do. Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead.
Shut up, Angus.
Fatty! Say what?
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this on. Angie, where's your goddamn...
I left it home.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions. The lieutenant gives a smile. Only he nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural? There's another girl? 2 of them?
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench.
That's okay with the fat man, still wheezing there.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged. Me too. Nah, he's my brother. You may have noticed our girls in some shit that can't show up on police raid. They're powerful.
That's all he knows.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from it. I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed.
I like that.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself. These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still. This...
In a manner of speak.
Remember the two girls?
That's right. Fella, you think too much.
A little too far there, but you're definitely right.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to. In a manner.
Remember the two...
That's right. Fella.
A little too...
That woman is just... Glad you understand that. You do that. She...
Still, after all this headache...
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some...
We'll take that into...
Hi again, Gendarme.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen this sexual thing seems interesting. Just pointing it out. We're not talking about
the homosexual underground? Why, yes I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate? Oh, it's a pleasure group. A Sub Rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. Oh, we're everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore. Yes, we are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with me, you can't just get into it. You have to be born into it. Beautiful. I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't do think about it. Absolutely.
A man like you can figure out his...
Bye-bye, gendarme.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting.
This is good. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of shush. I can't hear. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tight.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. You're right. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension...
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts. Just business. But bad business for some.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
It's not nice, but it's not illegal.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Elysium County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the loose. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy.
It is. Many people, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder. We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave.
I knew he was dead, before he fell down on top of me. He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream. Then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh. So am I.
What time was this?
11:30 to 12:15.
It's okay. Were you in...
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus...
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No. Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me.
Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys. Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when...
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy?
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since she said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt
to produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tempering. Looks like you got there in time.
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. I don't know.
We will need to...
Interesting. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything. How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot.
It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Glacia.
When he was shot? What? He wouldn't have...
All kinds of... He could have been He was a serviceman. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
I'm sad to hear that.
She's getting scared now of you.
I did not kill...
True, sire. 'Tis true. She simply shakes her head.
What is that?
Dude,
no. I thought you Ravishol people would be more enlightened on this. No. I specifically asked him not... Like what? That's the first... I thought they'd found me, so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia.
We can't go after...
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator, idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to
Her jaw is clenched.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not... Oh, God. That was a lie, too. Who made the call, then? She did, of course. Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer. And it makes you sweat.
Last week.
You should have another look at that window. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye. She nods. He's thinking, or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully. Who? What? Dear Lord, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not the most fair and just. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this call. Yes, start at the top. See?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extent.
A little whimper.
What?
Her hand trembles.
I did. What is this? I called your desk, or... There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking.
That is the emergencies. Anyone could know that, sire.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late.
It checks out.
But I know that...
Why is she so angry then, if she's so sorry?
I did.
Very good, sire. She will never admit to it, but we can see that she didn't.
I agree.
Okay. Okay. Yes. It's not my name. You log your work every week. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. No.
Falsif.
Passport and visa. Given.
Why would they do?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. West of the boardwalk. And the raids. It's useless.
The lieutenant.
You're welcome to it. It's Katarzyna Elysium.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugograd in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music infused alcoholism.
My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof. She nods, ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
But I haven't done anything.
She purposefully misrepresents. Fucking mind. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please, no.
Fragile.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can...
She knows something. She's silent for a second.
Ruby. She has this thing for me. Ever since...
What she's saying is...
And more. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested?
She said she's in love with me. She even...
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off.
This is...
I know what it... Somehow, she...
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
She came over one night, and she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
She could have had access to the roof. You've noticed that door there, right? She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That...
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking...
Okay. Arrest the... Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Something tells you, you will. She nods, then nervously.
Okay.
She's slow. You are. This is not...
Lie.
Yes, we demand she be punished. She slowly lights. As you look back, you think, if it weren't for her, he would not have been there.
She's silent. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted.
Yeah, easier that way. I don't know.
Yes?
It's you again. What is it? Why? You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible.
Yeah, fuck off!
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your...
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly into the bush, right behind the...
It's you again. What is it?
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her...
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was...
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
No. All right, she took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment, maybe.
That's probably for the best.
And just 'cause she was gone for...
He's been through it. All right,
We're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the winter.
Why not? Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy. I've seen the wind.
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, nah, the only way up there is through Clausia's room. We've only
Been thinking of getting...
There you go.
No, but that does...
It's just 2 dolls. We're not giving you Ruby for that.
What if they're connected by the winch, Eugene? That is your name, right, Eugene? If they're connected, she could have gone to the kitchen, gone up, shot him on the roof, then come down.
Yes, she could. Tell you one thing. Firmly, try shit on a stick. All you've established. And even then, a route doesn't put that bullet in the Burke's head. A gun does that. And Ruby does.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun.
God.
You were warned.
Okay, cop. She's got connections. I could see how she...
That's all you needed. Doubt.
You lost your...
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder? Of course not. And Ruby didn't use your...
Stop thinking about your lost gun, damn it. You'll get a heart attack.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
I don't know, cop. Why don't you find your...
Hey, lost gun right here.
Easy now, Al.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we?
Phase 3. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
Yeah. Like what? A thing? You mean?
Yeah, but they're both
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too?
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows we should...
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at that. She didn't fuck you. 'Cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass. Figures. And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit...
If that's the case, then it's not right.
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole...
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking has a more logical conclusion that you wish to avoid, is that she knew what had happened because she did it.
And I suppose...
Think about it.
She had, like... Really, Shanks? Clausia want...
Time for a logics demonstration. scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him. Get down.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up...
Which is why she didn't. This is fucking stupid, Titus. This and the queer thing, all of it. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she...
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
There's no...
Man!
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That you had
whack someone and...
It's the kind of chin-rubbing men of silence. The old man in a very small nod and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Want to know why? She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe
she knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. Friday afternoon, when you first... I told you. You. Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes. Sure. You know, when I first saw you limp in here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But she said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other, open them up like cans.
And then when they're all empty, just move on to the next can.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day.
Silence. He nods.
You are insistent.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to.
Scared. You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over.
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so...
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore.
She's not, Glenn. A little.
Where have you looked for her?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlogged. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Who's doing this looking? They're all...
Lizzie needed some air. You're a smart cop.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
Sure, there's some shithouses there. A cinderblock town. Fisherfolk there refuse to use. I hear they have it.
We will start there.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She do what now? I have no idea.
She said she's building...
What?
We were talking about...
This guy barely understands.
There you have it. Pale something. It'll have to.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Tremble. The time is now. Time for the show. For Taola, the hallowed time of fear. Ulogu Theodos, Monday morning. The moment you arrived in this reality, yes, You spoke the words of the Palindropos and the houses of Pericarnassus. Items, people, even words will tumble. All will lose its meaning in the coming years. That is why you marked yourself. It's totally also a coping mechanism. So you should be. The world island crumbles at your feet, and in the far plain, Palindropos. Perhaps, just a thought, the face of the woman fractures. There You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That ruby of yours. Notice how it came together without anything struck you a bit off about this mishmash? Notice how this hasn't come up at all. That's right, don't listen.
Yes?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals.
No. You need tear to use the tear machine. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes, I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details.
The lieutenant leans in to listen. Notebook in.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elis Kortenaer. That's Eliskort. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit.
According to Klasia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the East Brand Military Academy, then the armor followed him to Semenine, or at least I assume it's a garden tool used to...
It is. Thank you.
None, officer. Sorry.
Even that is a...
No problem, Lieutenant.
A name.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation of 57th.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
Officer, actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
He is trying to retain his jolly...
Hell, most likely.
Wait.
Yes, he was about to head home. Cause when the doc woke up sometime...
That means the uniform could still be in the guard booth. Something to keep in mind if you really plan to give yourself the river show.
No. Only was the high rip, the hot... and we've had it. Yes, I love that angry prick. In Guillaume's time, let me see. I'm sorry.
That was nice. A small... Yes.
It is what I just don't know anymore. About... Yes. What about... Yes, we all got...
We are both...
It is... I just don't know anymore.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here?
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most... Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most... Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
The scruffy-haired little...
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present.
Our tenant, please. Nay.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block town.
She's being evasive.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate it.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it... That you are...
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
This shit? I'm not going to do your work.
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's...
Huh? I like to see him try.
That doesn't make... She doesn't seem surprised.
Get out of here. Trying... I wield an army of drunks.
Hello, mister. Luby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I...
Kids.
Bye!
A pane of it, barely holding it up. The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk. metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bitter, caustic taste on the tip of your tongue as you look at the handset. Life is garbage. You dial the number at calling, and calling for who knows how long, but no.
Hello again. No,
So you haven't...
No, I'm sorry. As I said...
He's telling the truth. He... Scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall.
Meaning?
The lieutenant, he nods.
All right.
Phew. All that